I'm Sean Embrock with this edition of the HGP Sports. Congratulations are in order for Alpha United, who won the Stag Elite League Final Championship title. More in this report. Alpha United was all sweet revenge when they defeated the Genesis champions Sliggers 3-1 after the encounter finished without a goal for either team. Alpha keeper Richie Richards, the star, saved 3 brilliant shots to secure Alpha's win. Alpha's penalty scorers are Dwight Peters, Andrew Murray, and Delon Lafferman. Alpha and Sliggers will have to clash again as winners of the Genesis and Final to decide the CFU representative team for Guyana. Fruta Conquerors FC copped third place in that matchup with Pile FC. The game finished 3-2. Ian Allen, Dennis Edwards, and Jermaine Jr. were the scorers for Conquerors. Gregory Richardson and Devon Charles netted Pile's 2 goals. I tell you now in more football news, BVB edged Haslington North 1-0 for the coveted East Coast Guinness Greatest of the Street Football Championship title. Details in this report. After 3 days of fierce competition in the Guinness Greatest of the Streets futsal competition, BVB team produced a single goal in the final against Haslington North to be crowned the new East Coast Streets champions. They replaced former champion from their home village, BVA, for the 2016 bragging rights. The 3 days competition was lauded for its continued success by Guinness brand manager Lee Baptiste.
Last year we couldn't ask a better turnout. This year the turnout was even better. We knew over the years we'd be getting a lot of support from the East Coast. This tournament, though it was reduced to 3 days, this competition from day one.
BVB will go on to represent East Coast at the national playoffs in Georgetown on Wednesday, June 22 and Friday, June 24 at the National Cultural Center, Tarmac.
We have one team in national finals, and the teams will be coming from London, 2 teams, West Coast, 2 teams, and the Georgetown, 3 teams. The winning team from that tournament will be representing Guyana in St. Lucia.
The winner of the national playoffs will represent Guyana in St. Lucia at the regional championships. And still with football, Oriala defeats Siparupa 4-0 at home on Sunday as the Digicel Schools Championship reached the Amerindian settlement in Region 6. Calvin Chapman was there and filed this report.
50 miles up the Quarantine River, Oriala hosted neighbor Siparuta for the 3rd time in a Digicel school football tournament. And the home team, who will be looking to go one better than their previous best performance of runners-up to the championship, maintained their unbeaten record against Siparuta. The game finished 4-0 but could have easily resulted in a larger margin of victory, with Oriala creating many chances. Cameron Edwards was quick to put the home team ahead with a calm finish in the 7th minute. And Oriala failed to convert 3 one-on-one opportunities just before the first water break. Immediately after the water break, Oriala doubled their lead through left striker Donnell France, who slotted past Siparuta goalkeeper Donnie James.
What a brilliant shot! Oriala scored! Oriala pass!
And 5 minutes later, in the 37th minute, right striker Cameron was brought down in the penalty area, and Oriala's skipper Miguel Devar, who was dispatched as a defensive midfielder, calmly took the penalty and the score to 3-0. Cameron continued to cause problems for Siparuta defense, and he was rewarded with a second goal in the 85th minute. Captain Devar fancies his side's chances despite late preparation.
During this year, we didn't practice so much. It's only a few days back, about 3 days back, we started practicing, but the strength is still ours, and we even improve more. We expect to come strong this year, and we going to win regional.
And finally, GCC Hockey Club hosts the Igloo Hockey Festival at their home ground, Border, over the weekend. Calvin with that report.
The under-8 mixed category started the festival off with the enthusiastic GCC Speed Racers outdueling the GCC Gummy Bears by 5-2 in their final match. The under-10 mixed category saw the Hikers turn the tables on the GCC Thunderbolts after losing to them in the early rounds. With a second crack to topple unbeaten Thunderbolts, the Hikers held on for a 0-0 draw and eventually won in a penalty shootout. The old Fort Shooting Stars had their best showing in the girls under-21 division by defeating the powerful Hikers by 2-1. Carlin Dean was in form and she claimed both of the goals for the victorious side. The open division of both male and female competitions saw 2 amazing battles. Both ended on even scores between arch rivals GCC and Hikers. Lasting favorites, the Pizza Hut GCC girls were stunned in the opening minutes of the female matchup when the Hikers hammered home 3 unanswered goals in the opening minutes of the game, led by an inspirational performance by striker Gabriela Javier, who finished with a match-leading 4 goals. The Pizza Hut ladies clawed their way back into the match to finish with a draw 5-all.
And that concludes our sportscast. Now for a look at your weather forecast.